Hi, Libra. All right, welcome to this place if you're new here. I just found a little feather. And welcome back if you're returning. Okay. Is there anything I want to share before we jump into your cards? I guess the wind is being sort of specific. Maybe that's something to pay attention to. I suppose you have to be not hiding in a place to feel that, though, right? Okay. Messages through the wind. Alrighty, Libra. Oh, excuse me. Today's Friday, and it's Venus Day. It's your day. And Taurus was recorded on the same day, too. So there's a bunch of Venus energy is also emphasized. Which is love and art and comfort. Alright, where do we start? Smack dab in the middle, you got it. Oh, strength in your heart. A strong heart here. Good. A heart's a little tired, though. But it's strong. It's like maybe someone just worked through something or is working through something that's really helping them become like aware of their own burdens, or and then also, like, I keep seeing a yoke that goes on the back of a bull. You know, it's and a branch just fell off the tree. It's like some kind of heavy falls off, or someone just realizes, like, okay, I can, what I'm carrying and I need to carry, then I can carry that. And that which you cannot, will just know what's too heavy. Is that all we need to say about that? For now. Okay, let's make a plus sign. Like, let's do additional, the additional energy versus subtractive. I see Cancerian energy here. Oh, remember, Libra. I don't know if we've talked about this, but from now until your birthday, April to October, averagely. This is 2023 when I'm saying this, but I guess whenever you find it, this time frame is sensitive to you, specifically in this year because of transitory things, okay? So a little bit of extra faith, a little bit of extra prayer, a little bit of I see moving energies from here to there is helpful. Oh, I wanted to go into this. There is this whole, like, deep philosophical discussion here. But I don't know if that's the point. I'm trying to see where we should start. You have two majors. Oh, three. You have a whole line of majors. Okay. What were we talking about? Adding, right? When you're a sailor, you got to work with the wind. Sometimes you want to guard yourself from the wind. You got to know the water, which way it's going. And actually, when there is a bit of, when the water is big, Like, or the water is choppy. When the water is choppy, Libra, then usually you go with it. If the waves start to be so big that they're as big as you, like they fully fill the space, then you have to cut through them. Like, here's the wave coming at you. You got to be like straight, just like this plus sign. You got to be like whoop. So I heard, remember that. And since this is Gemini season, and it seems to be relative to all the signs thus far, is there's a little bit of this and there's a little bit of that, and it's kind of like, think of it like a dance, you know. That I heard that song will not last forever, right? All songs end at some point, but then a new song begins. No one wants to dance to the same tune forever. Like, no one wants to have spaghetti dinner every night, even though they love spaghetti. Especially if they don't like spaghetti. Alright, Libra, what's going on? I want to open up the corners. What's holding this all together? Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Awesome. Okay. Give me a second. Seven. The number 7. The number 7. 7's a very sacred number, right? This represents other people too. Spiritual lesson. Where does the 7 go? Oh. Oh, Mars is squaring you. Okay, Mars is squaring you. So in some ways, you're going to find strength in your heart in a place that maybe felt really lost. Or you're finding more of your compass. These fucking dogs. Give me patience. Give me patience. You have what you need right now to be able to go to the next step. I feel like Taurus's reading will be helpful. Okay? It's looking at the same thing in a different way. It has another layer to it. And I heard I heard someone say, "Let me leave foolish things behind." And actually, what I saw was someone like, the idea was like getting pebbles out of your shoe. What's that saying? It's not climbing the mountain that's going to kill you or like make it that's difficult. It's the pebble in your shoe. Right? That makes it excruciating. It's not the mountain. And it's not excruciating. We're just going to this extreme so a person can understand. I guess maybe that's what helps a person keep in check. It's like, not that. So therefore it gives all this yes, because one doesn't keep focusing on the thing that's at very least completed for now, right? Did the dishes. Might have to do those again, but for now, dishes done, right? I heard now you can go have some more, you can have more fun. Oh, so maybe some of you were thinking about traveling. This could be far, too. Maybe, for some of you, it could be a place that you walk. For others of you, there's water in between, though. I see a faithful exchange. Give me a second. What is she worried about right there? She little like, It's not even a worried, it's a tired, like, man. Oh, it's energy, it's energy. Like in your body. I guess you could decide if you want another layer to this, is like, Cancer is the moon. Their reading I see here as an extra lesson. Taurus is exalted in the moon and your other ruler, Venus. So you can always go to these two to find love, right? And I guess one of the ways that you find love is by saying to yourself, I have feelings. I have feelings. I have feelings. It's hard for air, right? You're very concerned and aware of other people's feelings. Not exactly how it always energetically affects you. I mean, eventually you see it, right? But in the beginning, it's like you don't, because, well, that bubble of love can filter a lot, right? So don't worry about love. And if you get into a feeling, when you're like, I have feelings, and then you understand what they are, then you feel a little low. Jim and I talked about this, like, get down, get down. Like, you got to find something, because if we go in the serpentine, what happens is you figure out who you are, and that what you're able to do, or again, acknowledging, like, I have feelings too. I heard someone say that, I have feelings too. That does one of those things where it's like, but it's like a good, it's like an old Italian woman, like they just finished something, they're like, all right, done, got it, clean my hands, all right, let's on to the next thing, right? And now we're open, right? Hands were busy doing things. Then it's open. Now the thing is when we open, what happens? It feels a little empty, right? It can feel a little empty. So I would say also that you probably you want to watch your nighttime routine. Specifically, I feel like after 4 p.m., I know it's a specific, but I feel like about 4 p.m., you guys the energy's like spent for the day. You're like, that's enough. And some of you probably need a hug like after 4 o'clock. Like, it would be good. I heard find one, at least 4 times a week. You need to find 4 hugs a week. Okay? And from different people. Okay? Because then whatever the murky is, moving along, this is where weakness then becomes a strength. And what that does is it reinforces the fact that, like, yes, I heard that was important for me that was important to be acknowledged. I could also see like a spiritual gift. I don't know if you'd want to consider this good karma, but it's where there's a balance. It really reminds me of Gemini's reading, where we take different, Taurus talked about this too, like these different perspectives. Again, so the weakness becomes a strength, which gives more faith. That then helps faith, like, it's like because it is now, and something was acknowledged in the past, having to do with what was behind you. Now a person can look to the future with more faith and clarity because, well, they believe in themselves more, and they also have turned I believe XYZ has now become a, I know that Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands, like what is necessary, right? This is a card of self-mastery and then good karma as the way I just saw it firstly. And you know what? As it goes in, it reminds me of the Aries initiate reading. Right, we start in Aries with the energy of it. Then Cancer moves into the soul of it. Then we move into you, Libra, which was about equilibrium and then therefore like the interaction of what's being created and other people. Right, so in some ways, I guess you're ahead in the human perception of this initiation process in relation to Cancer, because Cancer had this Ten of Swords, and I feel like, so actually they should watch your reading, but you could watch theirs to learn where you have been. Okay? King of Swords, yes. I also feel like if you are Bummer Town for any reason, you haven't done this already, you don't have, you have only have one sword, Queen of Swords, you. So I feel like there's many conversations, so don't well, how do we say this in a different way? Well, tell someone what's on your heart. Right? The Creator is sufficient. That's why monks can exist, right? Solo on the mountain. It's like that's possible, but we also need to share what's on our hearts with other people too. Because that actually can help us feel stronger sometimes, or more understood. And remember, for air, to actually acknowledge I have feelings and then communicate about them is a big deal. Yeah. What else do I see? We talked about that. Then we came down here. Oh. Again, weakness becomes strength, which becomes faith, where it shifts a belief into more of a knowing. It becomes something a little bit more solid. You know, perhaps, but it's not so rigid that it's like, it is this and that's all it is. This is the definition. We can't, it's like, it just feels more solid. Which creates clarity. And Gemini had this sword too. This creates clarity, which helps a person start, well, actually have a lot more emotional confidence also. A little bit more comfortable with that. Whether, again, there's like, you know, because, can I share that? Yeah. You know, when we have burdens and hard stuff that's happened to us or hard stuff that's happening to us in this present moment, there's always help and support in that. And that burden really can be lifted off your shoulders, usually with some kind of communication, either silently and generally and verbally with others, right? But there are some things that are a part of us. You know, it reminds me, who is it, Paul, that has like the ask to be like, oh, please take this burden from me. But it was like, Spirit was like, no, this part of you, I'm going to leave. That's maybe, it's like a scar. But it's not a big one. It's not like it's your whole being. It's just a part of you. It made your part of your character. Made you different. And because everyone's got their own things. So it's sort of like understanding the beauty of, well, I guess all parts of you, or the all parts of something, right? I heard no matter which way it ends up going. So I heard, don't worry. You don't have to worry right now. I think if you get in worry mode, it's just because you're tired and you need to sleep better. Cancer talked a lot about that too. And it's probably something more like, there's something emotional for everyone in this time. Which therefore, that affects our energy, right? Especially Mars squaring you. I heard again, don't worry. It's a mourning dove. There's only one of them. Usually there's two. The other one's got to be close by. You know, I went for a walk with myself the other day after I dropped off my boots at the cobbler. And I just decided to mosey, you know. And when I did, I saw the most miraculous sight. I actually saw a dove hovering up in the sky, like right in front of me, like this, like just keeping itself like hovered. And it's a pretty large bird. And I paused because I was in awe, but it was also a little shocking at first, right? When we see an angel, it's, you don't always like get happy. It's like, whoa, when we see certain things, but because I calmed down, and I guess, yeah, because I was kind of in a new environment, that dove came, and what it was actually doing was building its nest, and it showed me where its nest was. And it continued to build it while I was there observing. So there's something... Oh, that's interesting. So I guess there could be some kind of miraculous sight. The building of nest too is a place of comfort and security, safety. It's a home, right? Usually nests are temporary homes. So I guess remember too, the feelings can be, they're temporary, right? They shift. The devil. Yeah. Sometimes we're in the middle of something, again, like a burden or a stress or a loneliness or a lack of faith or a weakness, or we feel like we're drowning, or we're worried about our money or whatever, right? But then it's like, it's good. It's all good. Because again, all feelings shift. Okay. Yep. I do see you going towards love. No, let's not forget the reading, what we talked about last month, less than 30 days ago, right? Is that you were protected all around you, right? I mean, sometimes we got to ask for that. Sometimes but it's always, it's there. Especially in whatever you are creating with. And I do, again, I see this travel kind of emphasized. Maybe some of you go to see family, or you want to go see like friend family. I do feel like this is more of a distance. Oh, what's your creative space at home looking like right now? Like, where's that at? How's that going? I actually feel like a little travel will actually inspire some of you too. This card has a car and a plane on it, so it could be farther. than walking distance. Oh, this is interesting. I heard, what is a, how long is it? What's a 3-month walk from you? Who measures things like that now? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's the thing. Wheel of Fortune, right? This has this little circle pointing all these directions. It's like literally, here's you in the center. Here's like, how many ways is that? 6, 7, 8 different 3 months walking. Like, figure that out. There's something about that. Oh. There's this thing called I think it's cartomancy. Is that what it's called? What's that word? There's an astrological map you can make where it shows the earthly places and then the lines of the planets. And usually we live along a line. And I guess that's the lesson we're meant to learn. But when you move or when you go somewhere else, there are these different lines. So maybe that'll help you to figure something out. You can do that in astro.com. In the extended readings. Interesting, Libra. Yeah, something's more solid now. It can like hold water. It's nourishing. And this is giving a person a lot more opportunity. Please remember, you are Libra, therefore you always have options. Always. So many options. And I see this is where Taurus energy comes in too. Or it turns back into Earth. And I see the word opportunity. Wheel of Fortune. There's Gemini again. Yeah, many options. Just don't go towards the one where you know you burn yourself, okay? Or where it hurts. You don't just... No, don't do that. You know which one that is. You see a very abundant... Someone's going towards awareness and abundance. Little by little. Okay. Love you, Libra. 6 of Swords. Yeah, we'll take that. Thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful. And thank you also, any of you who... A bunch of people jumped over to the garden, planted their seeds in Patreon, and thanks for that. I hope you enjoy while you're there, however long you stay, and of course, those of you who are part of that place, I just appreciate it. There's so many inspiring, I mean, everybody here is inspiring, but I feel like the people have taken that extra step to be like, yeah, I want to invest myself and my energy into this, so that life, again, it's just so inspiring to be here and to connect with you. So thank you. I hope you have a good month, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.